I'm here with Ryan, and you know what? I'm going to try and keep this positive because everyone that's come on here has been very critical, and even though I've got my own criticisms, I'm trying to find somebody that's a little bit more positive. Now, is that you or not?
Well,
give me something positive.
You know, the first 8 minutes were good up until we conceded. But do I stretch it any further than that? I don't think I can, really. But listen, today's game, Arsenal won, Man City won. I thought we started off quite good with the way how Arteta wanted Arsenal to play out from the back. The way how like Marino and Rice started to move the ball around. We were moving the ball around very well within the first 5 minutes. And you could see how Pep wanted to set Man City up. And they wanted to set up in like a low block a little bit, but hit us on the counter-attack. It wasn't a low block from the start, but you could see City's intentions weren't to go toe-to-toe with us because they've struggled already. Like, they've lost to Brighton away. They've lost to Tottenham at home. So City, I just felt like today was the opportunity to really go at Man City and really make a statement to the Premier League. Like, we're Arsenal, we're here now. We're going to brush you aside. It's not the worst result because we didn't lose the game, but I just felt like Arteta, man. Honestly, man.
Tell me about it, man, because I've got to say, and listen, people watching this will think, they're just being negative, but this is only a reflection of what everybody in the room felt. I think that's fair to say because, as I said when I started this interview, I'm trying to find positivity, but I've not seen much. So you tell me what you thought about the manager's performance today.
I felt if I had to score it out of 10, believe me, I'll be pushing it if I was giving him a 6. I'd give him a 5 at most, and that's me being generous. I just feel like he went.
So what did he get wrong?
I felt like he went very defensive with the lineup in terms of the midfield. Rice, Zubimendi and Marino is very combative. We lacked creativity in the first half in terms of breaking City down. The game was crying out for Eze to start. You even saw it when the game was on in the first half. The cameraman's always showing the bench to Saka and Eze. It's like you're teasing us, man. Like, if I had to describe that to anything close to another sport, it was that whole 90 minutes was like a boxing fight. We just threw the last uppercut or a couple of rounds. We won the last 3 rounds, I'll say, out of 12 or 4 to just level it up. But I feel like with today's game, we could have done a lot better in terms of nullifying City, but once we conceded, and Haaland's in serious form right now, but I just feel like if Saka and Eze had started, or even just Eze and Arteta had released the handbrake a little bit more, we could have won this game and would have been 3 points behind Liverpool. But I just felt like Arteta's not learning his mistakes from what we done at Liverpool. He's gone with the same sort of team. I wasn't too mad with Trossard starting today. I know a lot of us within this studio were not too happy, but Trossard, one thing I'll say, he's better coming off the bench, but he's a good finisher and he's very smart with how he moves around the final third. But it's just disappointing. But it's 1 point gained and 2 points dropped. Considering how that game was going, that's I was sitting next to Dini and I was saying, bro, I think we're going to lose this game, you know. I'm telling you. But listen, it's not the worst result. 5 points behind Liverpool. Listen, they're not even, you know what's so worrying? And I was saying this to Turkish a couple of weeks ago. They're not even in full gear right now. Verts ain't playing well, Liverpool. And they're just ticking away right now. They're doing what's necessary. And I was saying to my brother and my dad, because they're Liverpool, you say, they're getting lucky. They have been lucky with Newcastle, us. But if you keep doing that, all of a sudden, it's not a sign of luck. Because you're continuously doing it and it's becoming sustainable. But with going back to Arsenal, I just feel like Pep Guardiola's probably looking at that lineup when we set that up thinking, Arteta's not really trying. He's still got the handbrake on from previous seasons.
Let me play devil's advocate for a second. So you said yourself, we started the game well.
Yeah.
Now, the goal that we conceded came against a run of play. We got sloppy.
Yeah.
We allowed a 3-on-2 situation in their favour and they scored. Is that down to the manager?
I feel it's a mixture of both. Because I'll say the players, there's only so much the manager can give instructions for the players to go out and implement his style. But I feel like the players as well, we were so gung-ho from early. It's like we wanted to get the early goal so we could just play our rhythm. And City scoring first didn't help our cause because Doku as well was causing so many problems to Timber on that left-hand side. I mean, I know on the watch-along you were screaming Timber to get yellow. I thought at one point Timber looked like, could be. We might be going down to 10 men. Forget winning today.
I'm pretty sure that once Timber got booked,
the
instructions would have been from the City bench to the wingers, Doku in particular, drive at Timber.
And you know what? He did that a lot, but I feel Madueke as well wasn't one of his best games because I feel like the same thing of what Doku did for City and Pep is what Madueke Arteta would have wanted for us. But I feel at the same time, Arteta, the one thing I love of what he done at half time, brought on Eze and Saka because we were missing that creativity. And you almost saw within the first 5 to 10 minutes of the second half, straight away, right on City. City, we pushed them backwards. Bro, I saw Pep bringing on defenders, bro. He's not trying to bring on no more attackers. And it just shows the mentality. And everyone likes to banter Arsenal, but not many teams are going to come to the Emirates this season and beat us. Yes, I know last season we struggled and we didn't have the squad depth, but I feel we've got the squad depth to really go on and win the league, because I feel like it's the Brightons, Evertons and West Hams. That's where we dropped points last season. And I just feel like Gyökeres, a lot of people say, oh, Gyökeres, right? And I've seen the criticism he's had. All right, he hasn't scored away at Liverpool and Old Trafford, but Leeds he scored, and then Nottingham Forest he scored as well. So there's 3 goals out of 5. He's going to only get better, but we need to give him the right creativity behind us to feed him. Odegaard not playing today, you've got to start Eze. I wasn't too mad with Saka not starting, because Saka just come back from injury, and ideally I wouldn't even have wanted Saka to come, but
how do you think Saka did today?
I thought he did quite well. He did better than what I would have thought, considering he's been out for about good 3 to 4 weeks. But I feel like we're now at a stage where Arteta should have that mindset and mentality to play our strongest 11 without him, so that even no matter how the game's going, you then bring Saka on for the last 20 minutes. Like, bring Saka on. I was happy he did it, but he nearly cost us this game, man. I'm telling you. Listen, Yardman's interview with Robbie, boy, I hope there's a referee there, you know, boy. But listen, it's not the worst result. We dust ourselves down. We go again. We've got Newcastle away next Sunday. That is not going to be an easy game. I saw the way how they played against Liverpool. Listen, I know they haven't got Isaac, so I do think we'll go there and win, but they're going to want to try and rough us up. Dan Burn them. But Martinelli as well, he's given Arteta something to think about. I didn't really want him to come on, but Martinelli at the same time.
Do you think Martinelli's proving a lot of people wrong?
Proved a lot of us wrong today, boy. I'll tell you that for sure. But I don't want him starting. For me, I don't think he's better than Trossard. I don't think he's better than Wineri, Dauman. So would you continue to use him as an impact 100%. Trossard and Martinelli are impact players now. And that just tells you the level of squad. Last season, Trossard and Martinelli, one of them two would have been starting. But now we've got Eze, and we've got so much more quality in terms of going forwards. Gyökeres, we can mix it up at times. Listen, I was even saying on the watch along, there's times where I put Saka on the left, keep Madueke on the right, and put Eze in the 10, so that it creates that balance as well. Because not many teams are going to want to play us this season, man. But City as well, I thought City were there for the taking. That's what's just so disappointing, man. And I feel like Pep, he's rubbing his hands thinking, oh, I've got away with one today, you know. I'm telling you.
My man was there kissing the fourth official.
I can't believe that.
You know what I mean? And doing all sorts. But hey, it is what it is. Right, so we got a game during the week. I said to one of the other guys, Ryan, I said to him, look, Carabao Cup should not be taken lightly this season, because it's a trophy that we need to win.
This is my biggest gripe with this manager right now. I tell you, the FA Cup and Carabao Cup, we've got to take those trophies seriously, because in previous seasons, I've even been a hypocrite, like, won the Carabao Cup, my Mickey Mouse team. We cannot have that mentality. We almost need to win the Carabao Cup this season to give us that trophy-winning mentality to go on and push on and do well in the Champions League and Premier League, because this team, as a team collectively, we don't know what it feels like to win right now. But listen, the last time we won a trophy was Arteta's FA Cup. Half of that was Unai Emery's team. We had David Luiz and those sort of players. So, and the last one that we got rid of was Tierney during the summer. So we need to win something this season. If we don't win anything this season, adios Arteta, man. I'm telling you, because I've been Arteta out for at least a good 3 seasons, man. And it's getting hard to defend this manager. The thing is as well, I want Arteta to prove me wrong, but every time I want him to prove me wrong, he proves me right, man. It's like I can't win. But at the same time, Port Vale, I'd play Dauman. I'd like to see Henikapi from Bayer Leverkusen, the defender that we signed. Nkapie, sorry. I'd like to see a mixture of young talent coming through, because I think no matter what, Saka, leave him at home, Saliba, leave him at home, let them man rest up. It's Port Vale.
Yeah, because we got war next week.
It's war on Sunday, man, because the games are coming thick and fast, man, and we can't afford to lose any more ground than Liverpool. It sounds so mad to say this, Laurie, but we're not even halfway through the season and we're 5 points behind Liverpool already. I was saying from like the 60th minute, I take the point now, you know, because I know what this team. Part of me was thinking we was going to go for it and get caught on a counter-attack, and I would have been sitting here doing this interview with you saying 2-0. But listen, it ain't the worst result in the world, and we just got to pick ourselves up. Hopefully Arteta can learn from this, because it's like he's not learned from Anfield and he needs to learn from this one now, man.
GFN Soccer TV, with all your favourite shows in one place, is now live in the UK with Samsung TV Plus.